Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. You got to check out the videos on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com because you're going to see this dude that decided, here's what I want to do. I want to climb on top of a Taco Bell drive-thru menu board. That's what I want to do.
Seems about right.
Yeah. And he does this anyway, even though the worker inside can see what he's doing. It's like, hey, dude, will you quit it?
Hi, how are you?
I'm sorry, I gotta do this.
Oh, okay. I guess I can't physically stop you. Now, hey, don't get on the sign.
I'm not.
I just said don't get on the sign.
I'm not on it.
I can see you.
I'm not on it.
Yes, you are.
I'm not on it.
Man, I first heard it, I was just like, I'm just sick of this generation. I became that person. But then I watched the video, and I'm like, oh, that is a pretty cool moment. Like, he did it so he could get a picture. So he's sitting on the menu, the lit up menu, and he's just kind of giving the peace sign. I'm like, that is a pretty sweet picture. Drunk Steve would have definitely loved to do that.
Yeah.
Even at this age.
Yeah.
Do you think he got Taco Bell after? Or do you think they didn't let him order any food?
I don't know. I feel like she still probably gave him the food.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Otherwise, if I'm in the car, I'd be like, you son of a bitch, I had to get that stupid picture. You should have waited until we got the food and we could have went back around and done it again.
Oh, definitely. I'm with you on that, Steve. I'd be pissed if they wouldn't give me the food.
Especially now.
Really there? Okay, Jimmy.
Oh, even if they gave me the food, I wouldn't trust it. Don't mess with the people making your food.
Oh, good call, Vic. She's got a good point, Steve. I think we'd have to go to a different Taco Bell.
Or just go back in line and hide him.
Yeah.
Say, we dropped him off. We're sorry. Get him a fake mustache.
I don't trust it, Steve. Sorry, man. I'm with Vicky on this one. I don't even know if I'd go to a different Taco Bell. I'd be afraid, like crows, they'd somehow know all the idiots. And they just immediately, they're like, oh, hey, it's that guy that messed around with the Taco Bell down the street. Forget that.
They got I just finally tried the chicken taco sandwich.
Oh, how do you think about it, man? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be very mad at my friend if I didn't get to order that. I'll tell you that much. I thought it was phenomenal. Way smaller than I thought.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem was the size of it. You got to order a couple if you want it to be the full meal.
I know. Because I remember looking at it, not that I care. I'm going to a fast food place. I'm not going to really worry about the nutritional value of whatever I order. But I was like, it's under 200 calories for this thing? Awesome. I'll get a couple of them. Man, I needed like 6 of them.
Oh, wow.
All right, maybe not 6, but I needed definitely more than 2.
No, you needed 6.
Okay.
I
4.
Yeah.
Oh, 4. All right. So
dude,
that's about 800 calories. Okay.
The bread is awesome. The sauce is fantastic. The chicken's delicious. I highly recommend it.
Oh, a lot of people were sure about the bread.
Did you get the spicy one or the regular?
Well, for science, I got one of each.
Nice.
Oh, good call. Which one do you like more?
Yeah.
I think I leaned more towards the non-spicy, but the spicy was good. It wasn't because it was too spicy. I don't know why. I think it was the jalapeno. It was like whatever for me.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, but I would eat both again. 3 of each.
Nice.
All right, maybe I'll
yeah.
do 4 of the non-spicy and 2 of the spicy.
There you go.
That
6.
seems about right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to
mix it up a
science
little bit,
this.
yeah.
You got to figure out the perfect ratio.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
But I definitely would get that again. Nice. And I'm not typically a guy that goes to Taco Bell, but now all of a sudden when I drive by the Taco Bell by my house, I'm like, one's not going to hurt me.
Jeez. And I usually, you can't get me to get anything but the Doritos, the Locos Nacho. But you're now making me think there's something else to order at Taco Bell. All right.
You owe it to yourself to at least try it.
All right. I like that it's appetizer sized.
Do they
so
have
that I can still get what I want.
Do they have the $5 box with the chicken sandwich thing in it?
Oh.
Because they usually, like, me being the Taco Bell connoisseur that I am,
I'm not a connoisseur.
Whatever the special of the month is, they have like a box of it and it's $5, and then it also comes with a regular taco. So if that's a thing, you should do that, BJ.
Oh, all right. I like this plan. Danny's got me set so I can get the box. And, and I can have the best of all the worlds. Love
So
this.
said next time get the avocado ranch to put on it.
Oh, I didn't. What is that?
I don't know.
It's probably ranch mixed with avocado.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I thought the sauce that they had on the chicken sandwich was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's kind of like a smoky chipotle or something along those lines. Yeah, I really like that sauce as well.
It looks like in some locations they do have the box, Danny.
Yeah.
Woo, there we go.
So what do I go? I show up and say, hey, give me the box? Can I get a taco in my box?
Please have
That's
the box?
usually how it works, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you sit on the sign first, though. That's the only way you can get the deals.
Yeah, I'm probably going to hard pass on that part, BJ. I want to eat this food.
Yeah. Oh, man.
They sell this creamy avocado ranch sauce just like at Walmart or on Amazon.
I never even heard of this.
Neither have I.
Danny, you're a ranch guy. How do you not know this?
Yeah.
And you're a Taco Bell connoisseur? I feel like you've been lying to us this entire time.
That's probably true, yeah.
He doesn't want us to know about the good stuff. It's like the secret hidden menu for Danny.
I mean, I've seen this hot sauces sold at Walmart, but I've never seen the ranch.
Oh, well, that's what it is. You're the hot sauce guy, so you're not going to notice like the regular stuff.
Yeah, he's the ranch guy.
It's Taco Bell's brand.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. It's that good. They're selling their brand at the stores.
So it's like Chick-fil-A, man. They're selling their sauces at stores now.
Are they really? Danny not know any of this. Danny, get off the show. I thought you knew stuff.
You should just go home.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
Wait,
Is that all it takes?
stay and do your job, but then go home.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We're going to make you like a mailman that urinates on mailboxes. You still will have to stay and finish out your
We
shift.
want you to go home, but finish your shift first.
Yeah.
Just know that we want you home.
Yeah. And then come back tomorrow morning at the same time. Or actually, wait, today's Friday. All right, take the weekend off.
Oh, how nice of you.
Yeah, very nice. Well, there you go. There you have
Avocado
it. Kids.
ranch. How about that?
So what's the big story? The guy sitting on the sign or the avocado ranch?
Avocado ranch.
And that the spicy chicken sandwich, according to Steve Miggs, is delicious.
I just said the chicken taco sandwich.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, the chicken taco. Yeah,
Thanks
you
for
kind of
listening.
like the spicy. You like the spicy, but you really want the regular.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, listen, I'm all for it because I'm not a spicy guy. So there you go. We've learned a lot today.
I mean, we should all just go home.
Yep.
I don't have a problem with that at all. Because I'm a little tired from last night anyway. So yeah, and plus,
Why? What happened last night?
Well, for you guys, there was one problem. For me, there was two.
You had the double whammy, baby.
I did. Oh man, did I get the double whammy? Well, you know what? That'll be a discussion for another damn time. Too soon, if you ask me. Actually, probably during the Miggs cast. What do you call it now? The Miggs report? I don't even know what
I call it the spicy chicken sandwich.
That's what it is. Yeah, I did not get a lot of sleep. But let's talk about this pro football player who just shared that he pulled out of playing for a college team that he committed to, all because they said he couldn't have sex while there. Steve will tell you all about this. He's got the Miggs report for you at 6:18 on The Rock.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. And thanks to Whole Foods Market for giving us the Miggs Report. And today is the day, I guess, to celebrate the Kraken in a way because it's World Octopus Day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, how about that?
But more importantly, and I'm kind of disappointed your daughter did not bring it in for us to enjoy because we know that she is the queen of the fluffernutter. It's National Fluffernutter Day.
Yeah.
And that's the type of food. It's not like that. I'm not trying to be... Wow. Peanut butter and bread and fluff.
Marshmallow fluff, right?
Oh. First time I ever had one.
Marshmallow blend. You got to get the marshmallow fluff brand.
Yeah. Well, man, the first time I ever had one was when your daughter made it. And my life has never been the same.
Wow. Okay, then.
Yeah.
That's something, you being from the Northeast and you never had it. I guess it was just a Boston thing. I don't know. I'm surprised you never had stuff up there.
I don't know if it was a Boston thing. I think it was just we didn't have it in my house thing.
Well, see that? You know what I knew? I knew your parents didn't love you.
That's true. Let's talk about this Buffalo Bills wide receiver by the name of Isaiah McKenzie. Apparently did not love Notre Dame football because originally, back when he was playing in college, he committed to play college over at Notre Dame, which is a big deal. Like, that's pretty awesome. But then he ended up backing out and going to a different college. And for some reason, somebody decided to ask him, well, why exactly was that? Why did you decide to take back your original plan of going to Notre Dame? And the reason being is because of what one coach told him. Check it out.
Committed to Notre Dame for a while, and I got to campus, and the coach goes, yeah, we have one rule. And I didn't know if he was kidding or not. He goes, for you to be able to come here, there's no sexual intercourse throughout the whole school. Oh, what?
This is Notre Dame.
Yeah, this is Notre Dame.
Not BYU.
Yeah, not BYU. I'm young, and I'm like, is that for real? On Monday, I decommitted.
What if the coach was joking and they just figured that out? Now they're like, for all this time, they're like, why did he end up not coming here or attending
wild.
here? And
yeah.
Moving on. Unrelated story. A guy got in trouble for making love to himself in his car, and his excuse. I don't even know if it's an excuse. It's more of a statement. So this happened in Pittsburgh. The guy's name is Kinsey, 38-year-old. Cops caught him taking care of himself in the car while he was sitting at a gas station parking lot. His pants were around his ankle. He was watching some adult content on his phone.
Oh, all right.
So the cops of course they have to ask because you want to get the answer from him, even though you see it and you know what the guy is doing. The cop's like, hey, what are you doing? And his response, quote, taking care of business.
Oh, was he working overtime?
Care of business.
Every day.
He then apologized to the cop and said, I got carried away with myself.
As it were.
Wow. The crazy part is he's a gymnastics teacher, and some people are like, that's kind of odd. But he did it not during his hours. He was done with his job. He went to the gas station to just take care of himself. I don't see what the issue is.
Wow.
They haven't fired him just yet. They said that, and this is not the headline, but this is in the article. They actually wrote, he's on leave until they see how his trial shakes out.
Oh, I see how they said that. Wow. Shaken, not stirred. Okay.
I mean, at 7:17, we'll get more in depth about this Seahawks game that happened with Mitch Levy from Mitch Unfiltered, I'm sure. But, man, Seahawks lost Thursday Night Football, 26-17. And, I mean, they had to lead. They looked good in the first half. I mean, it ended a little weird. They should have had a touchdown or a field goal. That didn't happen, but they were up 7-3. The defense was looking pretty fierce, causing a bunch of 3-and-outs, or just they're making the team punt the ball. I mean, you're just like, okay, maybe they've got things dialed in. And then they come back, and then you realize, nope, they don't have anything dialed in. This is a colossal, just fell apart, and they ended up losing 26. The crazy part is, not trying to be Mr. Optimistic, because really it just sucked of a game, but it's insane to think that because Russell Wilson got hurt towards the end of the game. He banged his finger, either dislocated it. It's a bad sprain. They're not sure just yet, but he had to leave the game, and they brought in Geno Smith, and they're down at this point. And you're like, well, you have no starting quarterback. You don't have a starting running back. Chris Carson didn't play the game. You don't have your starting tight end, even though he tested negative for COVID a billion times and for some reason still couldn't play the game. And yet, still, with 2 minutes left in the game, you have an opportunity to win it. That's pretty cool. And the defense came up big at the end, at that moment, to where it's like, okay, we have a chance. And then there's that interception that was thrown by Geno Smith, who looked really good before that. I mean, a 98-yard drive with a touchdown. The team looked inspired. Lumen Field is just rocking, and then that interception just sucked the life out of everyone. It was Tyler Lockett either got tripped or tripped on his own feet, but the pass was meant for him, and it just went right in the hands of the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It's a very tough one.
Like you said, at 7:17, we'll say more about this, that's for sure. But this was a disappointment.
But man, it was rocking for a second. I got to admit, I was getting caught up in the moment. The crowd was chanting Geno. That was pretty cool. Geno Smith, their backup quarterback who never plays. And after the game, he was on Game Day with Ian Furness on Fox News. What the hell is it called?
Fox 13.
Fox 13. Damn it.
My friend. Yeah.
And here's Geno Smith talking about how cool it was to hear the fans chanting his name.
Man, everything, man. Meant everything. This city has embraced me. I mean, it means a lot. It almost brings me to tears right here, but it means everything. You just want to win for them. You really just want to go out there and win for them, and, really just want to apologize to the fans. We came up short, but we're going to get better. We're going to get right back on it. We're going to get back to work, and we're going to make sure we come out and win the next one.
So they're not going to be playing, obviously, this Sunday. The next game is going to be Sunday Night Football, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. We'll see how things go. Hopefully that gives Russell Wilson enough time to heal his middle finger.
Yeah.
Dude, during the press conference, Quandre Diggs had a great interception. Yeah. Obviously, people talk about, you could just hear in his voice just how not happy he is. But one of the reporters decided to ask him a question about Russell Wilson. I did love his response.
This is kind of unfamiliar territory with Russell Wilson's status seemingly being up in the air. What's your thought on that?
I'm not a doctor. I just play ball. My job is to cover scenes in post and get interceptions.
Thanks, Quandre.
Oh, is that what his job is?
Doesn't sound that. He sounds very happy.
Yeah. Well, you got to answer dumb questions. So, how does, he's like, I don't know hell.
Dude, it's sad that a punt is the highlight it's the thing that people are talking about from the game as far as a positive for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
When there was Dixon, he got the punt blocked.
The double punt.
Picked up the ball and then punted it again for over 60 yards. It was crazy.
Yeah, and there was a lot of confusion with everybody talking about what the hell is this? Is this legal? Is there a penalty? What is going on? I've never seen this before.
No, it was very weird, but that's what happened, and a lot of people were talking about that.
My favorite part of that whole thing was they were like, yeah, it's coming back. They're going to do this. They get the options to do this, and they're like, yeah, no penalty.
Nope.
Keep playing. I was like, yes.
Pinned them back to the 10-yard line. Not a big deal.
That was amazing.
I think I have to read this text, BJ.
All right, do it.
So, we get here, we turn on all of our stuff. I get the text line's a computer program where we get the text from all of our listeners. The very first text, right at 6 a.m. We haven't even started the show. This is the text that we receive about the Seahawks. I'm wondering if the person has our text line confused with Pete Carroll's personal phone number.
Oh.
So, this text, and I will try and read it to the best of my abilities because there's some colorful language. We sucked. We're going to suck for the remainder of the year. This was a must-win game, and you guys effing dropped the ball again. I hope you guys lose for the rest of the season and forever afterwards. You just lost a longtime fan. F Seattle, F the NFL. NFL players get paid millions to blanking win, not lose, while the rest of us deal with everything else there is in life, especially the veterans of this country. How is this fair? Seattle is a dirt city that is pretty glorified amongst the country. Seattle is a blank stain with nothing but homeless and drug dealers left and right. I hope this franchise blanking crumbles underneath itself. What a sorry excuse for a blanking team.
Wow.
You mad, bro?
Wow.
I almost wrote bro at 6 a.m. I'm not ready for this.
You're right, man. I think he texted the wrong people.
He meant to text Pete Carroll.
Yeah, this was not meant for us because what did we do? I mean, we have no responsibility for anything. And by the way, there are also the players on the other team. If all of NFL players make so much money, they all should win. There'd never be a loss.
No. The Seahawks are the only team that's paid to win millions. Yeah. The other teams are just paid to show up.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, I stand corrected.
The Rams were not paid millions to win that game.
I didn't realize that. You're right. The Rams were. Yeah, it's like the New Jersey Generals. They're just there to make the Globetrotter Seattle Seahawks look good. Okay.
I hope this franchise blanking crumbles underneath itself.
Wow. And the guy covered a lot of ground, too. Boy, he really went, you know what? He's got to talk about the city, talk about the homeless, talk about sports. He covered
veterans.
Everything.
I mean, I appreciate that.
And the veterans,
nothing but love for the veterans.
If he could have thrown COVID in there, he really would have run the whole text would have been amazing. Yeah.
No, maybe I should check the text line. Maybe he never finished. I was just like, I saw that. I was like, okay, I guess you need somebody to vent to, and might as well be us.
So there's probably somebody that this was meant for, some other maybe news organization or whatever. They probably got a happy tweet going, hey, man, love you guys. Great rock music you played this morning.
Pete Carroll's like, why does this person want me to play the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Pete's like, I don't understand. I'm not a doctor. I'm also not a DJ. What is going on over here?
Earlier this week, we talked about the whole Urban Meyer fiasco that's going on in Jacksonville, where he stayed back in Ohio, went to a bar.
Dancing.
Some girls started grinding up on him.
Come on,
it looked like his hand disappeared. Not like
he is a doctor. He's a proctologist, apparently, that guy.
But he was trying to work it through the jeans. I mean, he didn't go under the jeans. But anyways,
he's committed.
Obviously, he is the talk of the football world. He says he's embarrassed. He let his team down, let his family down, and all that kind of stuff. So, of course, the NFL Network is going to cover this and talk about it, including their reporter, Mike Garofalo. During the report, they have not confirmed it, and I don't think they ever will, but during the report, I don't know if it was Mike or somebody off camera, ripped the juiciest fart that I've ever heard. And, of course, we have the audio for you to hear, BJ. Are you ready?
Okay.
Check it out. And you can also hear him chuckling. I almost feel like it wasn't him, because Mike starts chuckling, and that sounds like something Vicky would do while I'm ripping ass in the studio. Yeah. Here, check it out.
He told the players that he acted like a, quote, bleep hole idiot, which is kind of redundant and not grammatically correct, but I think he did it to make a point here, and really, he's beating himself up just as much as everybody else is on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it was Mike, or do you think it was someone else?
That's a wow.
But to
be picked up on Mike like that, I don't know. It might be Mike.
Yeah, it might be Mike. The more I listen to that, well, nice one, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Props. I got mad respect for you, Mike Garofalo.
All right, there you go.
BJ, I hate to double down on your sadness, but of course, your Red Sox got shut out yesterday in the American League Divisional Series to the Tampa Rays, 5-0
And also the ultimate embarrassment for a team to have happen to them.
What's that?
Somebody stole home.
Yeah, I saw the gif of it this morning. It's making the rounds.
It is the biggest embarrassment ever. The guy could have, he was halfway down the line and nobody cared. Now, granted, a left-handed pitcher has his back to third base, so yeah, it's tough for him. But where was everybody yelling at him? Saying, hey, I don't know if you see this idiot, but he's halfway down third. Yeah, the Rays embarrassed the Red Sox last night. The Rays were they did everything right, and the Red Sox were just we showed up.
Well, they're not the only team embarrassing another team, because the Astros embarrassed Chicago White Sox. They beat them 6-1. Today we've got the National League Divisional Series with the Braves and the Brewers going head to head, and then San Francisco taking on LA. That should be a good one as well. That's happening today. As far as weather, 59 degrees. It's going to be sunny today. That's the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
Nice. Of course, if you're a Braves fan, what do you do? Because the old Milwaukee people, the Braves used to be a team there back in the I think they moved to Atlanta in the 60s. So they used to be the Milwaukee Braves. So what if you're an old guy? Are you confused? Do you root for both teams? What do you do?
You might not really be around anymore, I think, at this point.
I was born in the 60s.
Yeah,
I'm around.
Were you coherent and remember stuff?
Well, I mean, you're talking somebody who'd be 70 that was at least like, you know.
Well, they've had 60 years to get over it.
Yeah. Wow. And there you go. Well, you're right, but I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's Milwaukee's just a dirt city that's pretty glorified amongst the country. It's a blank state with nothing but homeless and drug dealers left and right. Yeah. And I hope them Brewers, their franchise crumbles underneath them. What a sorry excuse for a team.
I agree with you 100%. That very well said.
We should probably read this. Maybe that was Mitch that texted that to us.
Oh, it's very possible. Early in the morning, Mitch sometimes, he just rants, and you know what? He knows us. So he probably sent us that nice text.
Should we read that text to him when we talk to him at 7:17 to see what he thinks?
We should tell him that we don't need his commentary this morning. We already have the best commentary. Yeah, so we'll just tell him, we don't need you this morning, Mitch, and here's why. Oh, man. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
What TV show's theme song starts with the words, "Come and knock on my door"?
Come and knock on my door, wait for you. Where the kisses are hers and his. Three's Company.
Yes. Wow, good job. Wow.
Thank you.
You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We'll play Beat Miggs, and we'll do that at 6:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, you can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.